Alright guys, gonna make a short video as quick as I can about the boat. I had a lot of people say they liked it when I did the motorcycle. I'm selling a bass boat. It's a 1977 Speedcraft with a 1989 40 horsepower Evinrude on it. Okay, I'm just gonna walk around the boat and show you some of the stuff. On the front, I've got fog lights, got them mounted on the front and rear. Everything works, and I'll show you that in just a second. It's got a Mercury trolling motor. I've got Humminbird depth finders, front one, and obviously the main console. It's got storage here under the front seat. The boat's got brand new carpet in it, and in this video, guys, I'm going to show you all the flaws, everything that is wrong with the boat, also, so that you can save time. If you don't want to look at it, you don't have to. So when the carpet was put in, my brother-in-law put in the carpet, which is who I got the boat from. And if you can see, the carpet was just a little bit shy. It didn't quite reach all the way like it's really supposed to. Other than that, I've rewired the whole boat. There's no loose wires hanging out. I've done it the best I can. Got your fire extinguisher under there, and I've wired it all up. It's got 2 cigarette lighters, 2 cigarette adapters for to use a spotlight for bow fishing, or you just want to plug in your cell phone while you're out there. It's got the instrument panel. It's got the aerator for the live well. I'm not going to keep that running. It's got a bilge pump, which automatically, it's got the float in it, so it automatically pumps. It's mounted underneath the gas tank in the rear. It's got the lights, and it's got your electronics, and the depth finders and stuff do work. I don't know if you'll be able to see with all the sun. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but the depth finders do work. Here's the lights for the fog lights here. Oh, that works. That works there. Well, I'll show you the back while I'm here at it. So all the lights work. I also rewired the trailer. It's got brand new lights on the trailer. It's got LED markers on the side. For an older boat, it's got a good bit of storage. You've got your storage here. I've got some boards down to give it a false bottom and carpeted it so that it raises a little bit higher than what it is, probably 3 or 4 inches more storage than what it's showing here. Got storage under this seat. That's a good bit of storage here. It's got your live well like every other boat's got. Fairly big. It's you can't really tell, but it's probably about 2.5 feet deep, 2.5 feet wide. It's got your rod locker here. It's got rod savers mounted in there. Here's the other cigarette lighter. Everything works, like I said. In the back, I've got my batteries. When I cleaned it up, I tried to do it with just as few wires as I could. So I've got my battery that runs my accessories here, and then I've got my trolling motor and my cranking battery on the same one. So it's got 2 batteries. It's got an 18-gallon gas tank. It's got a big gas tank. And I've got the old, and I'll get to that in a minute, I've got the fuel, the oil reservoir down there. The motor, when I got it, I went through everything. It's got a 40 horsepower Evinrude on it. When I got it, my brother-in-law had let it sit for a couple of years, so I went through and I changed everything. I took it to Land Marine, if y'all are familiar with that, here in North Carolina, in Albemarle, and had them do the impeller, had them put a new impeller on it, had them redo the carburetors, and just had them do just an all-around service of it. The motor itself is an 89, 40 horsepower. It's only got about 50 hours on it. My brother-in-law bought it from a widow whose husband died shortly after he put this motor on it. Didn't put many hours on it. He fished with it some, didn't put many on it. And then I've been fishing with it for about 2 years now. I put all brand new fuel lines on it. got a good fuel filter, brand new this year. I swapped out the fuel pumps. The reason I did that is this is a VRO motor, so it used to have a fuel and oil injector pump. It mixed it together by itself, and I put the conventional pump on there where you mix the gas and the fuel in the tank because I thought I was having a problem with it. It turns out that it was just this little one-way valve, and what happened was the valve was bad and it was letting the fuel siphon back into the tank quicker than what the pump could pump it out. But anyways, I've got the original pump I could put back on it. It's about a $500 or $600 pump, if not more, to replace it. So that's why I went with the one where you mix the fuel, and then you don't have to worry about if that thing goes bad. But it's got a new propeller on it. I bought that last year. One of the other things that it's got a little nick out of the bottom of this lower end here. I've not had any problems with it. It was like it when I got it, so it was checked. The lower end unit, the fuel or the oil in it is good. It's not milky. It doesn't have mixture in there. Here's for my depth finders, front and rear, obviously. And I'll go ahead and crank it up. Oh, I also put a new trim pump on it. If you can see it. Yeah, a new pump. I put it on this year. The other one had a small crack in it and it was starting to leak, so I went ahead and replaced it. But it goes up and down, no problems. It doesn't jump. There's no air in it. Go ahead and crank it up here. Got a good pump on it. I mean, the water's real cool. So like I said, I mean, the boat's got some years on it. It's a 77, so it's got its normal wear and tear for a boat that age. But really, when you're buying a boat, you're buying the motor, and the motor is in excellent shape. Like I said, it's an 89. It's got about 50 hours on it. New carburetors, new fuel line. Everything is running solid with it. I've not had any issues. It's never left me stranded. And guys, that's about it. If you have any questions or you need to see anything else, I've taken a bunch of still frame pictures. If you've got any other questions or you need to see something else, just let me know. Got the 3-prong wire. But guys, I think that's about it. And like I said, I hate to get rid of it, and I don't even know if I'm going to. Just looking at exploring my options. So I appreciate y'all taking a look. And if you have any questions, you let me know.